Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite the journey. 10 years ago, Barack Obama, president at the time, responded to criticism from businessman and TV personality Donald Trump by joking that he could at least call himself something that Trump never could, President of the United States.
At least I will go down as a president.
The crowd laughed, but Donald Trump took that personally. Observing the porous borders, the poor economy, the rise of wokeism in its infant stages, Trump knew what he had to do. The first thing he did was take a spade and go off into the middle of Virginia to the woods and began to dig in the search for the legendary artifact. Soon he found it, caked in soil, but still very much alive. Some say it belonged to Washington himself, a red cap. And on its crown, those famous words, "Make America Great Again."
God bless you and good night. I love you.
Fueled by its magical powers, he ran for nomination and he won. He won not only the nomination, he won the presidency. He was, it seemed, victorious, but little did he or we know that this was merely a battle and the war was only getting started. Even he would admit that he was not fully prepared for the battles that would face him. With appointments like John Bolton, John Kelly and other whack jobs, yes, sure, the economy did great, but he was foiled at almost every turn in his attempts to rebuild the nation's defences and to recover lost ground at the state and local levels. Then, COVID, BLM, Anthony Fauci, election integrity, and in November of 2020, Joseph Robinette Biden was dragged out from a basement somewhere and the Democrats got 20 million totally legitimate extra votes, more than they ever had done in history. Trump left the White House. Was this his end? Did the great MAGA dream lay in tatters, perhaps never to rise again from the ruins? Meanwhile, the people of the land strained under the weight of the Biden administration. A health secretary who thinks he's a she. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who does not know what a woman is despite being one. Inflation through the roof, 25 million illegals, crime up, job growth non-existent, Supreme Court stacking on the menu if they won again. No future election would be secure. Then there were the indictments, false charges. Steve Bannon, truly Sauron, seemed to be assembling an army to finish off this movement once and for all. But then something happened that, if there is a ring of power, it did not expect. Joe Biden surprisingly experienced some very mild and very hard to notice mental decline. He talked to people who had been dead for years, fell off his bike, got lost every time he tried to leave a stage. And Donald Trump, incensed by the injustices done to him, stepped onto the debate stage. Joe Biden proudly declared that he beat Medicare. Yeah, you did. You beat it to death. And Biden was beaten. Enter Vice President Kamala Harris, a woman of really no discernible talent, intellect, and a grating laugh, but with an ability to climb to the top by whatever means possible. Despite having a track record of 4 years of woeful leadership, she took on a campaign of joy, brat and vibes. No one else knows what that means either. Her VP pick was a man chosen for his enthusiastic clap. Meanwhile, Trump had been accused of holding Nazi rallies at Madison Square Garden. He apparently wanted Liz Cheney shot by firing squad. And he personally declared that Puerto Rico was garbage. The battle was set. And so it came to election day. The hordes of Mordor besieged the gates of Minas Tirith. Everyone said this is a tight race. Iowa was meant to be going for Harris. Florida was apparently in play. America was under siege with no hope of escape. But then, as the sun rose up, over the crest of the hill appeared Donald Trump and his army. Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, Charlie Kirk, and 10,000 upon 10,000 anonymous, likely autistic meme creators appeared on the horizon. Riding before them, sword raised, magnificent golden locks blowing in the wind, Trump gave up the battle shout. Arise, arise, riders of MAGA, fell deeds awake, fire and slaughter. Spear shall be shaken, shield be splintered, a sword day, a red day, red for Republican, ere the sun rises. Ride now, ride to the swing states, ride for ruin and the world's ending. The armies of Mordor formed ranks to face them, saying they would hold strong, saying they would take Pennsylvania, saying that they would get Georgia, saying that Trump could not break the blue wall, saying that he would not sweep the Sun Belt, saying it's fine, it's totally fine, it's going to be okay, honestly. But on the MAGA army charged in that pointy formation you see in the movie. With Trump at the helm, first of all was Florida, counted in record time, once a swing state, now deep red. Some charging memers got nervous whenever the early results from Dallas and Austin, Texas came in, thinking they might lose that entire state. But oh no, never mind. On the army marched. And then the Mordor hordes began to give way. North Carolina looked strong. Virginia was suddenly close. New Jersey was close. Pennsylvania did not have the Democratic turnout expected.
Why isn't Philadelphia counting votes? Call them. Do we have
Arizona was leading strong red. Then it started to come in. Michigan was going to Trump. Wisconsin was going to Trump. It could not be stopped. The New York Times needle went from toss-up to leaning Trump to up and up and up. 60%, 70%, 80%. Electoral college votes, the popular vote. And as Tolkien sort of says, all the host of MAGA burst into song, and they sang as they slew, for the joy of battle was upon them.
To you.